And ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Bills. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.